Said I just did, help me find my way. I'm improving.
Yeah, I love that echo. And we back in.
Be back in.
How you feeling, dude?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Like, blessed. I'm blessed.
You know, I realized we really did that yin and yang ridiculously today. This was not planned.
Oh.
But I was in the kitchen like, oh, snap. All right, good. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be, I
That's
guess.
how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm like, let me throw in them white jeans.
Yeah.
You know, you throw them white jeans.
I don't even know. I think these may be your pants. I just found them. I don't know who pants these belong to.
I don't know. I got mad pants, man. If you need a stylist, a dresser, I do that too. On the side, hit me up.
I was telling Caleb, like,
I got mad clothes.
It's so lit that my brothers we're all the same size.
Everybody look at it, start laughing. That's some funny shit, man.
Women be shouting, you cannot stop a woman shouting.
Her relationship with Spencer. I know from what Sophia told me, I think they worked together at one point at the Red Door. And he did like her more than she liked him. But yeah, they would get into a lot of trouble together, Sophia and Spencer, and I worried about them because there was a lot of drinking involved all the time, you know? She was just very unhappy with her life before she went missing. And that's why she would always say, Mommy, I just want to be a little girl again. And I couldn't help her, you know? I mean, I couldn't help her. Then all of a sudden, that dreaded day came around.
Fall is like fashion season.
It is.
Especially because Fashion Week is
This week.
And it's like, fall is fashion. Every time I go on fall, it just reminds me of Fashion Week. It's like, yo, there's some shows to go to. Like,
That's facts. Fashion Week.
And big shout out to Dapper Dan. I know he's out here designing. I wonder if he had the show during Fashion Week. We gotta look into
I saw something that he was at a show at Fashion Week, so I'm sure. But his own show? Yeah, man. Yo, I gotta look that up after this.
Because he needs his own show. You might as well.
He probably does.
Yeah.
He probably does, man.
Hopefully
Hopefully it didn't happen already.
Again, big shout out to Dap. We had him on the show. Please make sure you go check out and read that book.
Yeah, where's that book
I'm
at?
not even gonna front. I have not read it yet, but I will get to it.
I love the book.
Busy and balancing my time.
I love
that.
I love
What do you
that
think
book.
so far of that book?
It's really good. It's really a history line. I tell people all the time, I didn't grow up with my grandfather, and I know my grandfather came from New York. So just hearing how New York was at the time and how things were moving, it was like just kind of filling in some blanks, like blank stories that I didn't get from my own grandfather. So it was definitely good to have, those stories, to see where things were at the time, and we're still like in the history as we're going. Mm-hmm. And that's what brings me back to the next thing. That's why we have to become financially literate out here. It's definitely something that we didn't come up on. A lot of us had parents, go to school, get a job, just work.
Workers,
and before them, there were, for the black community at least, it was a lot of drugs, jail, a lot of our parents didn't come from like a great education background. A lot of them dropped out early, and that's what I loved about the book, because it showed where we're at. Like now, a lot of us don't have the pressures of you go work, go get some food, go find a place to stay, because a lot of us are having more family time. Like our families are staying together more than they were back in the day. But our families have preached go to school. I went to school. I'm going to school. I did the school. I got a degree. And I was like, man, we have degrees. Why are there so many college bachelors, or even people even after that, with no jobs? Because that's why we went to school. We went to school. I'm going to listen to my parents. I'm going to listen to my teachers. Oh, go to school, go to school. But it's the time. It's the time. It's the time that we're living in, because you can blame a whole bunch of different things for the situation that we're in, but I understand that it's the time that we're in, and you have to move with the time.
You got to adapt to it.
You have to.
And we all fell for the, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but you know, most of us young people and even older people, because even the previous generation still fall victim to student debt.
Yeah, I didn't get to that, but yeah, exactly.
That's a whole other point. But you know, falling victim to the student debt crisis, and let's refer to it as a crisis because it is. And then the next generation still falling for it, and then being locked in a situation where you're not even given the opportunity that was, I wouldn't say promised to you, but was promoted.
Well, yeah, it was promoted. That's why I did that.
It was promoted and marketed to us to go to school. You do your thing, you get out, get your degree, and then you fall into whatever industry or vocation that you went to school for.
Yeah.
But evidently, you see that's not the case.
I'm gonna take y'all through a little motion of, tell y'all who I am. I got 2 new Johns and I got something that's out everywhere. So we just gonna do this and tell me how I did afterwards. Hopefully y'all don't boo me off the stage. It's a slow John. It's for a special person.
She looking back at me. Damn it, that's sweeter than a bag of Laffy Taffy. And game of lead, probably spit like Daffy. Got a big monkey, wanna give you this banana. Holes on my lap in the spot like Santa. Bandana on, feeling like Santana. I really hate pictures and being on camera. Yeah, shorty colder than the winter Montana. Ass on slow like the dancers in Atlanta. Chanel handbag, Clark Kent with the hammer. Pretty ass face, slick talking and a scammer. The girl's so real in the club, and she looking like a pineapple Fanta. Yeah! Strip club, throwing racks out. Make it rain on your body, baby, cash out. That body so hot, I'm about to pass out. Booty going up and down, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
I'm supposed to meet. Yeah. Bounce, 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 bounce. Let's get this shit straight in my Hold you to my breast in the daytime. What's that beating in my chest? It's my lifeline. You creeping in the next on FaceTime. Hey, this is theft, you are all mine. We thought of you on a test with another guy. Wait, why am I tripping? tripping, I ain't trust you the whole time. A minute I felt I could love for the first time. I'm ready, just trying to make changes. Look at life, feel like I'm in the Matrix. Do I stay writing pages in the basement?
What should I send it, dog?
Text message.
Text you that shit. Okay. You don't know what's going on the outside. I watched a great movie that my lady put me on to. It's called Acrimony.
Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. That was a great movie, and I want y'all to check that out too. It's a movie called
I would say
Acrimony.
that's one of his best.
It was a great movie. It had me captivated the whole time. But
it was one of his best.
I don't know if any of you.
And I didn't know where it was going the whole time.
And if you didn't watch it, go check it out. But the main thing that I got from that movie and a great lesson that I learned was that nobody's wrong because nobody in that movie was wrong.
Everybody's looking at the.
I don't think that the dude. I forgot his name, the main character. I don't think he was wrong. I don't think that Taraji was wrong per se.
And it's really how you see it, because what you're seeing right in front of your eyes, you are digesting it as fact, because that's the only way you can comprehend it.
Yeah, and that's
to your best of knowledge.
And that's based off of your perception and the perception that you were raised in, to like see how you want to take that information or what you just saw.
You know, it was everything is perspective. Everything is perspective.
But it's no right or wrong. There's perspective, like. But at the same time, there is right or wrong. So that's where it's like a fine line between.
But see, right and wrong is really friction. It's like magnets that they can't go together. You know what I mean? Because I see it this way. It's like degree. That's why I call it degrees, because we're all connected, but our degree is different, and which allows our angle to be different. I'm seeing the truth this way, but I'm seeing the truth this way, and you're not gonna sway my truth, because right here I see it as the truth. But over here, I see that as the truth. So you can't. It's hard. It's kind of, unless. I guess you don't understand. I think you can change somebody's mind.
You can change and influence somebody's mind. I think if you are what they consider a genius, or somebody of high influence, because we live in a society in a time where if you're a genius or considered genius or somebody high influence, your words are golden, whether it's true or not. Which is why there's a lot of agendas and things on media that can sway and influence people's opinion because of people's stature or fame, or if even
but you're saying the influence.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that what you're saying is true.
Whole squad, whole gang, whole gang, whole squad, whole squad. You can't sit behind the tent. Lord, forgive me for my sins. Hey, Lord, forgive me for my sins. What you heard? Hey, you try to be a crutch and you get hit with the bird. I was only 16 when I first left Queen. That a dark side, changing the scene. Yeah. Bullets say we only drinking Hennessy. Yeah, you ain't stepping up to step away from me. I didn't know that he told us. Many times I was hopeless, only hope was the music. Yeah, and not saying I was poor, but the money coming out, we still drinking. Bad rules, a bad room with a crowd. Yeah, look. Goddamn, this is for my mama, nigga, this is God's plan. 2015, we were selling grams. 2019, I'm the fucking man. I'm the fucking man. Now we rocking shows, now we in the land. Someone got me flowing, I don't know where never land. Yeah, they started hating because we caught it big, got it big. Vaccine and tripping this shit by the corner. I got the vaccine and we money, flow, sick, ready, if it ain't cash, it ain't funny. Yeah, all these bitches really funny. ho. Yeah, these bitches try to love me, ho. And these bitches try to love me, ho. Now these bitches want the money, ho. They can get none of this money, ho. All these bitches really ugly, ho. All these bitches want the money, ho.
I'm seeing more and more that it is the energy that you put out is what you will get back. It's kind of fun when you can look at energy in a way that you're using it for good. And when I mean good, like playing a video game, you know you have to put a certain amount of energy and a certain amount of things together to get to the next level and get to the next chapter. And if you can look at energy and, you know, your actions will have things manifest right before your eyes, but it's not thinking about it, it's not hoping that it's gonna fall in your lap. It's really something that you have to declare. Like you have to declare it and work towards that. And I love it because I seen when your energy goes up and down, and it's really energy never dies, you know, because it's just really put into what you want to put into. If you want to put into bad things and bad thoughts and even depression, or you want to put it into more of growth and evolution and even change and even things unseen, you will start to see. And I'm saying that because I see it, and it's working. But that doesn't mean life is going to do what it does, because we're not in control. Our response is what it is. Our response is what it is because it can start raining right now. Things can start shaking right now. The lights can even go off just cause. But
everything is shut down.
You know what I mean?
But it's how you respond to it. Not really that like a woe is me type of thing where it's why is me, why am I so lucky, unlucky? Because of course sometimes you could feel like it's unlucky, like why is this happening to me? But it's really about how you respond to it, because it's not you, and we have to learn to not take it so personal. I think that we reach growth when we get to that point, but we just don't take things so personal.
From New York, where the city never sleep, and the sidewalks talk, and we riding to the core. I said we live from New York, where the city never sleep, and the sidewalks talk, and we riding to the core. I said we live from New York, live from New York, riding to the core. Boss fucking nigga mind up, grinding switching niggas time up. Gotta get it just to live my life, always had to try, it was never easy, still the hardship ain't defeat me. In my mind it was always blessed season, didn't need a reason, do it for me and my team. Living life in every dream, I gotta get it, fuck the demons, they can't hold me down. I hustle hard cause I see the light, moving double time, put up to the big dogs, niggas mad, I'm getting mine. Through the night, I'm bleeding.
Shawty says you wanna know party. Come on now, baby, we'll climb it. Nobody coming in, we got it. Try to make peace, what about you? Man to the game, I do. Try to make plans, I'm with this crew. Bad cool stick, make do. Fuckin' with the kid, you ain't gon' lose. You fuckin' with the kid, you ain't never gon' lose. I want that, baby, that's what you. Try to bless you, I do. Tell you one. You wanna know prize? Yeah, come on now, baby, we're coming. Shit, know that money coming in, we got it. Shit, hot shot, make biz, what about you? Man to the game, I do.
Preparing in my patience, that's something that I came up with. It's like they say patience all the time. Be patient, but be patient. You know, and I love that because that's very true. But in your patience, that doesn't mean you have to sit there and wait and hope and even stress out like, man, come on, win. Prepare yourself in your patience, because when you're distracting yourself from waiting, you know, but you're also learning, you're also building your armor, you're also, you know, growing and even getting more information and even more context in your patience, because you never know when you get the phone call. I say this all the time. You'll get a phone call. You'll get an opportunity, but are you ready to get the opportunity? And when you get the opportunity, right? And then when you get the opportunity, because all of the things that you've done in your patience, now you may have a call, you may have a friend or a person that can help you do something in this new thing. And then on top of that, you just bring that information back home, like I like to say too. So
we learned a valuable lesson just recently.
What's up?
You know, just just to the point that you just said, being ready to take on the opportunity that's coming your way. Because you could have in your mind that, yes, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. But if you haven't figured out the specific formula for that, I guess, that end goal, then even when an opportunity comes your way and it looks like something that you can do, it just flops and doesn't fall through. So you really got to be able to stand on your experience, which is your value. Your experience, your network, that is your value.
And, I'm an athlete, I ran track, and you can always bring things back to the athlete. The more time you are putting into your craft, the more time, the more energy, the more challenging you're making your preparation. When it's time to run that race, when it's time for that call, and it's time to ask you to perform at a high level, hopefully all the things that you have trained for prepared you to succeed and accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Metaphorically.